Hi guys, John here, Mr. Forex Fire. Now, this is the Forex Fire Friday weekly vlog for the 13th of August. It's Friday the 13th, very spooky. However, we're going to go over from what's happened last week. We took a bit of a loss last week. Just to give everybody an update, if you're watching this for the first time, I am documenting my challenge with regards to fund and talent. We had to attain that 8%. We were in the -4 or 5 in the first week back in June. However, as I'm documenting everything, you're going to get the real raw approach and honesty with this. We dug deep, and I've got an obligation to keep continuing to document that until we either pass or fail throughout the course of this particular challenge. So we were in the -5, we brought it back, we were down, we brought it back up, we were down, we were back up, just like the charts go. And by the end of the very last year, we passed the first stage. We got to the 8%. We went into the second stage verification. That started on the 3rd of August, I do believe. I have until the end of this month to hit that. Last week we took a hit, and again, I want to show you the scale on what's happening now. From the first phase to the second phase, I'm finding in the mindset side of things, it messes with your head a bit more because you're getting closer and closer to the bigger prize, the bigger goal. One thing it's taught me is taught me to sit on my hands when it's required, only look for the quality trades. I've gone from maybe looking at 2 or 3 trades a week, which is what I was doing in the first stage, to now I'm ultimately looking just for the 1 trade a week, if that makes sense. And again, last week we took a hit. Again, it knocked me back a little bit because we were just on 3%. Okay. The mark on that was going the opposite way to what I was anticipating. However, I closed it out early due to the fact that in the stop loss structure wise, I could see it broke structure from a previous slightly lower, and I closed it out. And I'm glad I did, because that loss could have been a lot worse than what it was, to be fair. So what I want to talk about today is obviously patience is key. That is a massive factor on that. But we're going to head over to a couple of things on the screen, and I'm just going to do a bit of housekeeping. From there, I'm going to show you where I'm at, what I'm doing, and what is going on. Okay, so we just bear with me for one moment. Just going to scroll this down, get this off. So my channel, and you can see things on my YouTube channel. You can click on the community at any time and get involved and engage in there, because I'll always try and accommodate for content that people are commenting on and things like that. So a few things I want to go over is we're going to see where we are at the moment. Okay, so I'm just going to share the screen. Share the screen. Make this a bit bigger. So this is my YouTube channel. Again, you click on here, click the subscribe, the notification bell. You'll see everything I do. From there, if you want to see anything that I've got, you can go to the playlists. You can look back on the second stage verification or the funded journey from the very first stage. Okay. From there, guys, again, Facebook as well. You can follow me on Facebook. Just click on my name. We've got the website name, forexfiremembers.com. And you can also click on the follow, okay, and set default to see first. So anything that I do, you will get to see first and foremost on your wall as well, okay? So that's a bit of housekeeping out of the way. And I generally try to be as active as I can on here, okay? From there, the funding challenge at the moment, this is where we lie. Again, we took a hit last week, where you can see on here, okay? So this is a £25,000 account. We've got a maximum drawdown of 2,500. Okay, my lowest drawdown that I've had on this account has only been $75.90. Fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic for trading wise. That is as tight as you can get, to be fair. Again, the maximum daily allowed drawdown is 1,250. Again, a super disciplined and tight daily drawdown of 311.80 cents that I've only had this account down to. From there, this is challenge phase 2. I've got till this started on the 3rd of July. I've got to the 1st of September. Okay, now the first stage had hit 8%. We've got that. Second stage, I've got it hit 4%. Hit 4%, and I have 25k. Okay, so where are we now? So we took the hit last week, bringing the account down to around about, it was around about 2.5%. I took it back down to, it was like a kick in the teeth. However, this week we are just below the 3.5%. I'm just going to put this in layman's terms, okay? So you'll see this here. I've got to get this for $1,000, okay? So I'm just going to stop the share just for a moment. So when I took this trade the other day and it got me to where I'm at the moment, okay, it gave me a profit of around about $130, okay? Just bear with that in the back of your mind at the moment. Now, this is the positive side. That one trade took me $130 in profit, got me to where I'm at today. I need to get to the pass only $160. That's just to put that into perspective. So I'm basically just one really good trade away. If I can find that optimum trade, then I'm good. Simply because if we look at this as a whole, okay, you can see the growth that I've had. I've been super tight and super disciplined with regards to, let's get this down here. I've been super disciplined with my approach to everything on this, not over trading, not revenge trading. If I've had a bad day, I'll come away from the charts. And I think taking the takeaway from this at the moment, this is key. Doesn't matter how bad of a day you've had, don't get straight back in on a trade. Don't get back in on the same trade to say you think it's going to go the other way. Don't move your stop loss. Your stop losses when you first put them there are there for a reason. And going back on what I done last week, simply I had that stop loss and I had my take profit. Even though I was in drawdown, I reanalyzed the trade when I was around about halfway into my drawdown, and I thought, I'm pulling the plug on this. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Even though you've got to trust your buyers, if you get that gut instinct that something is wrong and it's going the other way and you're in the drawdown, don't be scared to pull the plug and call it. Because that's what I done last week. And if I hadn't have done that, I wouldn't be in this position that I am today. I think this has been where it's been a great journey, to be fair. It's had many ups, it's had many downs, and more so. All you have to do is go back and watch the playlist on the very first sort of stage pass. I was literally one trade from losing this account. I'm sitting here today, right now, $160 away from having a 25k funded account. You've just got to know when you've got to dig in and just steer the course. And again, this here speaks volumes in this, okay? So that takes me on the other account. Again, I had an account with Fidel Crest, okay? And that was based, they seen what I do on this on YouTube. I was approached and they asked if I wanted to do a challenge with them on their lowest account, which was, it's only a 5k challenge, okay? So on that 5k challenge, I physically now passed the first stage. So I'm now going into the stage 2 verification, okay? So on that, I had to retain 5% profits. I was 8.11. I had to do that over the course of 10 trading days out of 30 calendar days. I was halfway through my 30 days. So obviously I surpassed the 10 days. They had seen I was above the 5%. They contacted me and said, look, we've seen your account. We are ready to send you the agreement to go into phase 2. So not only have I got $160 of a trade away from getting a 25K account, okay, on this one here is just for a simple 5K account. On phase 2, I've got to get another 5%. Okay, once I get the 5%, again, it's on the same parameter of the first phase. I've got to do this on 10 days of trading over a 30-day calendar month. Okay, from there, once I attain that 5%, I'll get half of any of the profits that I've attained over the first stage and second stage. Okay, the third stage is I've got to be able to attain that for a certain length of time. Once I get that, I then get a full professional account of the 5K unlocked, and that will be unlocked at, I think it is 80-20 split, 80 to me, 20 to the prop firm. But yeah, that's where I'm at this week. Fantastic news with this, because I'm in the second stage verification on this, and more so over the moon with what I have here on the second stage, 3/4 of the way through on the second stage verification on this one. The main goal for this was always to get this ticked off before the start of September, which was always my goal. From there, once and if I get this ticked off, I would then possibly be looking to go for the 100K account, building me up for just before Christmas. So you need to stay tuned on what's going on with this, guys. I'm just going to stop the share again. You need to stay tuned with what's going on with this, guys, because I've got big plans with what I'm doing and where I'm heading. Okay, we're going to be making an announcement the next few weeks or so with the stuff that I'm doing and how it's helping me sort of become what I want to do, which is going to be a full-time trader. Okay, all being well with what I've got set up, I've just got to be there and knock them down, knock them obstacles down, and that I'm at where I want to be, where I've been planning the whole of this month. Now, I did a podcast. I started doing a podcast at the beginning of the year. You just need to look on Forex Fire members podcast. You'll see that. I've got a couple of podcasts out there where I actually went into great detail on what my goals were for this year, what I wanted to attain, and so far it's coming to fruition. Okay, and again, I wouldn't be producing this content if it wasn't for the audience that I have, which is you guys. Okay, now from what I've learned, what I do and how I trade, if you want to come on board with what I do, how I trade, and the style that I do, you just need a comment below. You'll see in the description of this YouTube video, there's a couple of links. One is to my Facebook page. You can come along and add me as a friend. Okay, from there you will see an EasyFX link as well. That is a setup that I'm with. I highly recommend those guys. It is actually giving you the fundamentals of trading, not only just to learn trading, but they'll give you a 7-figure business plan as well to get you ready for when you are going to take a funded challenge. And these guys have basically produced, I do believe, over the last, I think it's the last few months, there are about 70 to 80 fully funded traders. I'm well on the way to be there, not once, but I'm going to do a double whammy. I'm just going to knock it out of the park. And again, the stuff that I do, and I hope this comes across as being very genuine and with the enthusiasm and the positivity in my voice, you guys come along and start the process and become profitable with these guys. Again, Danny, who is the master trader, he's a multi seven-funded figure trader. Okay, get me teeth on that. He's a multi-funded 7-figure trader, and he is the guy that teaches us what we need to learn. And it's from the ground up he does this, and I can't thank them guys enough. There's going to be more with that in the coming weeks with what I do. Okay, also just click the link below, get a head start from everybody else, put your name forward for it, just submit it. We'll put you inside of the free Facebook group we've got so you can see a bit more. But most importantly, you need to get your name down. Click that link, get involved. We'll see you on the other side. And then I'll be your trading buddy. I'll take you by the hand and then we'll get you on the path to success with that, okay? So that's where I'm at right now. Just going to quickly share the screen one more time. And it's very exciting for me at the moment for where I'm at. Again, I do have an announcement to make in the next few weeks, which is going to be big, really big for me and for those around us. From there, we just need that one, maybe two trades, okay? Not going to risk too much going into it. My approach going into the second phase was, even though I use smart money, like you might say this on my wall, okay? You might see this on my wall. Even though I use smart money, I've been scalping my way with the smart money concept and getting myself built up to where I need to with this approach. And I've been using that with this. It's been successful from the very first date, which was the 3rd of July, making my way to the top of this and ticking that box. And again, I am only the 1 or 2 trades away, guys. I'm hoping this time next week, we have the final news to say we have got this ticked off. If not, we are looking at, because I still work a full-time job at this time, okay? So next week, I think I've got the Wednesday off to trade. From there, I've basically only got two weeks. I've got this week and the week after to get that 0.5%. I've got faith in what I do. I've got faith in how I approach things, and I know I'm going to smash this out of the park, guys. I just hope you're going to be there to see the final video in this amazing journey, which it has been. It's been absolutely amazing. You want to know more, click the description below, get involved. It's been enough of me rattling on for this week. Fantastic result. Heading into the last part of the month, 3.5%, or just under 3.5% now. We're almost there. Please comment, like, share, tell me where you're watching from, tell me if you're enjoying the content, and I'll keep producing this, okay? Catch you later.